trial, when I was doing the trial recaps with Trial TV Live, the squeegee of justice suggested that I head up Los Fabitos on South Power Road, which is where Alex went when he first came into town on October 1st. And then he searched another point in Google Maps that was also on South Power Road. I think that may have been hotel, motel. I'm at Los Fabitos right now before I head out of town for once and for all. Right now I've got Google Maps up on the infotainment system. And so I'm on the 202, which is probably the route that he took, maybe coming down from Holbrook. But I'm headed south on the 202 right now. So Power Road is the next exit, and that will put us really close to Los Fabitos. I don't know that I'm going to order anything there. He got a potato burrito and a Coke. Yuck. Sorry for the odd angle on my phone camera. It's in my dashboard right now.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto South Power Road.
On a little suction cup holder, so it's like really far away from me, but I got to put it there to be able to drive safely. So I'm down on the bottom part of your screen. Sorry about that. What did I just lose? And I just lost a screen. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. We're gonna turn left. Let's turn the camera around.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto South Power Road.
Oh, I'm not gonna run it. I'm not gonna run it. That's okay. All right. So I heard about the verdict in Karen Reed. Pretty much good news for all the free Karen Reed people out there, and for her defense team. I heard just the only guilty thing that they came down with was the DUI or OUI or whatever they call it. And the standard punishment for that is 1 year probation. But I can't see chat, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't see chat. But stick with me as we get to Los Fabitos. It's just around the corner from here. Then I went to drive to where Melanie's house was then. She doesn't live there anymore with Ian, but just to see what the drive was like from somewhere about when Alex came into town on October 1st, 2019, how long it would have taken him to drive to her place. See, I can't change the angle of that. That's a little better, I think. Maybe. I'm about to lose my phone. No. That angle's a little bit better. All right, it's green. Yeah, we're 3/4 of a mile away, and it's going to be on the left side, so I'm going to stay in this lane. It is hot here. It is so hot. Half a mile away. As you can tell, this is a pretty newish shopping area. Pretty standard for almost all of the East Valley. You see these shopping centers all over the place. I'm going to lose my phone. I know I'm going to lose my phone. There we go. Now it's more stable. I'm just going to not mess with it anymore. How's that? So we are 1/4 of a mile away. So as soon as this light turns green, we'll be there in like 30 seconds. And then I've got to hope that I have Melanie's old address pulled up in there. Trace on the case helped me find it the other day. be heading
4,000
south.
feet, turn left.
Alright. There's your left turn. Oh, I turned too soon. I'm gonna have to come in from the back side. Nope, I'm just gonna keep driving up in the island. 1,000 feet.
Take the next left,
There's a
then turn left.
Popeyes. Here we go. Alright. Oh, I see it now. It's in a little, like, for business strip mall type of area. I should have come in the back way and went around behind Popeyes, but that's okay. I get in trouble whenever I don't follow Google Maps or Waze. Sometimes I get in trouble when I do follow Google Maps. It takes me to completely the wrong place. Alright. There's a Black Rock Coffee Bar, Sports Clips, Lashes and Nails,
Your destination is on the left.
and the Los Fabitos. Alright, Mr. Tacoma, where are you going to park? Probably not next to that big white truck. I am going to park next to the big white truck. Because then you can see, there it is, Los Fabitos. Back up just a little. There you go, now you can see it. Turn the fan down a little bit. I've got the fan on vent, so on the upper vent, so it can keep the phone cool because it is hot as the dickens in the direct sunlight on a black dash. All right, ram into the shop. Oh yeah, I can't do that. Can't do that. I would probably not be getting out of town anytime soon. There's 3875 East Phelps. That was Brandon's address, so we're going to go there last. Desert Broom. Okay. Desert Broom is where Melanie was living after she... Hold on. I'm going to flip it around here so we don't have to stare at Los Fabitos. Okay, so the Desert Broom address in Chandler was where Melanie moved to, Melanie Boudreau, when she and Brandon were going through the divorce. And that's that morning of the 2nd, he had to meet her at a nearby park. Trace and I think we know where that is. So I'm going to go to Melanie's house first on Desert Broom, and then I'm going to punch in Brandon's address on East Phelps, and we're going to take that drive. Oh shoot, I got to get gas. Holy cow. My tank is on 8th. Oh, I don't want to pause, but I may have to, y'all may have to sit with me for 5 minutes while I get gas. I should have done it before I went live, but I hate interrupting the live just for like 5 minutes, so y'all may have to be patient.
Head east toward South Power Road.
So I've got Melanie's address in here. That's where I'm going next, but if I see a gas station on the way, I'm going to have to stop. So hopefully you can be patient. All right, here we go. I love backup cams. Beep. All right, that should get me out. Oh, they're going to take me back to the 202, maybe. Oh, man. This guy's
Head
wanting
north
to
toward South Power
turn
Road.
left. Unvaxxed 2. Ha! You see that license, that vanity plate? Unvaxxed 2. Alrighty then. Here we go. go.
Turn left on the South Power Road.
Hang on, phone. Hang on, channel.
Continue on South Power Road for 3/4 of a mile.
I had to hit the gap. Okay, so Google Maps says, oh, there was a quick trip. Dang it. Okay, keep your eyes out for another gas station. But by the time you guys see it, I'll be past it, like that one. It says 39 miles still empty. I can make it, right?
In a 1/4 mile, turn right onto East Williams Field Road.
All right, I gotta get over, guys. Not a gas station.
At the light, turn right onto East Williams Field Road.
Okay. I don't see a no turn on red sign.
Continue on East Williams Field Road for 3 miles.
All right. Hold on. Okay, so it was an 18-minute drive from Los Fabitos, and there was a hotel somewhere nearby where he might have stayed that night of October 1st. I can't remember when Nick Balance placed his phone pings. I know it was definitely 7:30-ish on October 2nd, but I don't remember the day before on October 1st. If I were Melanie, I wouldn't want Alex staying at my house overnight. But, that's just me. There was a reason why Tylee slept with a baseball bat in her room. There's a Fry's gas station. Oh, dang it. I missed it again. I'm talking to you guys. I'm not paying a darn bit of attention to the road. This looks like almost all brand new development out here. I think some of these apartments look new. All right, what's going on in chat? You guys entertaining yourselves? Jake. I shouldn't stream and drive. Well, that's why I've got the phone holder up there. So, I talk to myself anyway, and I talk to other drivers. So, I'm trying to pay as little attention to the stream as possible. Trying to pay as little. I'm going to turn, you're going to hear a little bit more fan. I've got to cool off the dashboard a little more. I've got to hit the defrost cold. So I'm turning around real quick. Unmuted. I think I'm unmuted now. Somebody tell me if I'm unmuted now. Because I think I hit mute instead of turn around. Hey, Kelk. Good to see you in chat. Somebody type muted in there real big if I'm muted right now. If I am, you can't hear me say that. Speed limit 35. This is a really low speed limit. Most of the East Valley, the roads and streets, even the highways, are like 45. There we go. Now we're up to 45. Unmuted. Thank you. Yeah, I think when I hit the reverse camera, I hit the mute button, and then I was muted for a little bit. Looking for gas stations, not seeing any. We got 7.2 miles to go to Melanie's old address, and I've got 36 miles to empty, so surely we can find a gas station between then and now. Slow for people who are passing me on the right. That's okay. In no hurry to get to a red light. Oh, there's a Circle K. It's even on the right side of the road. Alright, it's time to fuel up before we get back on the road. And then we can jump back out on whatever road we were on, Williamsfield Road.
Turn left for East Williamsfield Road, then turn right. Take the next right for East Williamsfield Road, then turn right onto East Williamsfield Road.
Okay guys, I will be back in 5 minutes or less. This is going to be a quick pit stop. Alright. Okay, I got enough to get me to Brandon's house. So here we are back on the road. And to Melanie's house. Holy cow, I left my gas tank open. Supposed to have like a pit crew member take care of that. I shouldn't have to do that myself. Alright, I don't know how many people are still watching. I know a lot of people are watching after Karen Reed coverage.
Take the next right
I'm
onto
getting
East
ready to head out of
Williamsfield
town, and so I wanted to do this
Road.
before I
Continue
left.
on East Williamsfield Road for 1 mile.
Okay, so Google Maps says, oh, I muted, I didn't mean to do that. Google Maps says 6.8 miles, 12 minutes. What's going on in chat? It's warm. Oh, there's a quick trip right across from the Circle K. Circle K is kind of a pain in the butt because they will let you use either Shell rewards numbers or my Fry's grocery store rewards number, but you have to go inside, and I just was not down for that. So I paid full price. That's okay. It's down to like $3.39. There for a while it was $3.65-ish a gallon. drive with me. There we go. I can pay attention to my speed. Well, we are going to get on the 202 here in 3/4 of a mile. Start working my way over. Check my blind spots. Alright, buddy, you just
Quarter mile
passed me.
after the overpass, use the left two lanes to turn left onto the Arizona 202 west ramp.
202 west. Alright, here we go. So if he was using Google, if Alex was using Google Maps to search these addresses on his burner phone, that's how Nick Balance traced them all down. Well, Gilbert PD did before that, though. Remember Pillar, Detective Pillar? Got a Google warrant for his Google information. I think he may have got that stuff before Nick Balance did the extraction.
Continue on Arizona 202 west for 3 miles.
But anyway, my point is, I'm using Google Maps, which is what Alex used. So probably this exact same route. Oh, and you remember when Lori was crossing one of the detectives, she asked about a camera reader or a license plate reader on Gilbert Road, and that's the exit we're going to take. We're going to take the Gilbert Road exit. So she knew exactly what his path of travel was because she specifically mentioned Gilbert Road. So don't you have a license plate reader on Gilbert Road? Oh, it was the DEA license plate reader chief. He's like, I don't know. I have no way of knowing where all of the license plate readers are in our system. And there are lots of them that are out there that aren't in our system. That don't feed information to their database. Alright, we have 2 miles to go to get to Gilbert Road. That's our next exit.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take
Puzzle
exit
pieces.
44 for
Thank
Gilbert
you.
Road.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gilbert Road, 1 3/4 miles. All right, we got this. I'm not going to turn the camera back around and talk to you guys until I get on a slower road. I'm not going to do that on the freeway. It's a construction zone. I wonder if they just widened this to 4 lanes, or if they're widening it more. There's a lot of dirt on the side. Alright, so 1 mile to Gilbert Road, that's going to be our exit. So this is one of those in-between places. Do I speed up and pass these two guys? No, I'm just going to slide in behind them. I would play some music on my radio, but I would get copyright struck. I'm missing having some tunes playing.
In half mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 44 for Gilbert Road.
Alright, then we're going to be, it looks like turning left once we get to Gilbert Road, so I'm just going to stay in this lane.
Use the right
1.8 miles, and we're going to turn on Mirkwood Drive in 1.6 miles. So we're almost right there. That Mirkwood Drive is going to be the one that leads into her subdivision, I reckon. And I should be passing a park somewhere between here and there, where she and Brandon met that morning before he went to the gym, and then on to his house. So, keeping an eye out for a park. Once again, cookie cutter commercial centers, malls, whatever you want to call them. There's a Texas Roadhouse, there's a Chili's. Yeah, cookie cutter commercial developments. Hi guys, it's been a minute since I've seen you, or since you've seen me, or both. How are we doing in chat? It's on the case. Yes, so I'm going to trace, yes, so for those of you that are late joining, I stayed the night last night, so the lady that was the host at my Airbnb said I could have stayed there another night, but I already made a reservation at a hotel, and I had this drive planned, so it took me a little longer to get out the door this morning, but that's probably a good thing, because the Karen Reed verdict came down probably right in the middle of my drive, so it was good timing. It all worked out. Thanks for hanging. We're almost to Melanie's house. We have 3 minutes, 1.5 miles to go. So I'm going to turn you back around. Looking for a park where they would have met, looking for a park. Checking my blind spots. I'm not seeing a license plate reader, and I'm not seeing a park. I'm only a mile from her house. There's some cars. More shopping centers. There's a Cabinetry Superstore, Mega Store, showroom. Okay, we're 3/4 of a mile away from the turn into her subdivision. See the Grove. I don't think that's a park. Trace, I'm wondering where that park is. If it's maybe a different side street, or maybe I just haven't got there yet, because we're a 1/4 mile away now from the entrance to her subdivision. So lots and lots. There's a Whataburger.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto East Markwood Drive.
Dutch Brothers Coffee. Love me some Dutch Brothers. All right, so this is the entrance to her subdivision.
Take the next left onto East Markwood Drive, then turn right onto South Rankin Drive.
No U-turns. It's okay, I'm not making a U-turn.
Turn right onto South Rankin Drive, then turn right onto East Desert Road Place.
They have some gate posts.
Turn right
But
onto East Desert Road Place.
It's not a I wonder, is that the park where they met? That's like really close to her house. 3061.
Your destination is on the left.
That's going to be on the left. 3081. Oh, it's this one right here with the white cars. So I'm going to turn around. Hummer and an SUV and another SUV. So we're going to do a U-turn in the cul-de-sac and then punch in the next address. Pretty sure it's that one with the Hummer in the driveway. Where's the 306 one? I've got to take down my screens. 304. I'm parked next to 304 right now, so that's it right there. So exit out of that. Yeah, I wonder if that playground that's just down the street is where they met. That would be weird because that's only 3 houses down from her. Obviously, they don't still live here now, so I'm not doxing anybody. Already been to Los Fabitos. Here we go. 3875 East Phelps. 15-minute drive, according to Google Maps. So, that's where we're going to go next, people. Any thoughts or comments?
Head east on East Desert Road Place toward South Lincoln Drive.
Yeah, that is a cute little house, but you're not fitting that Hummer in the garage. That's an old school Hummer too. That thing, that's got some nice tires, but it's got mall rims on it, I think. I would consider those mall rims, but who knows. Alright, so we are going now to... It's a 15-minute drive to Brandon's house at that time, that 3875 East Phelps. See, there's some playground equipment right there.
Take the next left onto South Lincoln Drive.
See
then
that?
turn left onto East
That's just like
Lincoln Drive.
right down from our house. So I don't know where he said the park was that they met, or if there's another. I consider that more of a playground than a park, but different people call different things.
Take the next left onto East Markwood Drive, then turn right onto South Gilbert Road.
Oh really? 570, you were out in this area? Oh yeah, that's right. You told me a while ago. Yes, we are... by the way, 57's in chat.
Take the next right onto South Gilbert Road.
Follow his channel. He's got morning court and evening court every single day on his channel. And he's got some other stuff going on too. He's the one that pointed me to Holly Dasso and Patricia Wu. Those are 2 cases that we covered in between the trial. Well, I think we covered Holly before the first trial and then Patricia Wu in between the trials. Because she disappeared on April 24th, which was right after the first trial ended, Corey's first trial ended.
Continue on South Gilbert Road for 1.5 miles.
Alright, so we are going to get on 202 East here in 1.5 miles. Undecided if that's the park where Brandon said they met. I would think, well, you know, that would be super convenient for her though. She wouldn't even have to drive anywhere. But okay, that can't be it, because he would have seen Alex's truck out in front of that house. You couldn't miss it. If you pulled in front of that little playground, he would have seen Alex's truck there, unless Alex took off before. Or the Jeep. No, it would have been Tyler's Jeep. Unless he knew that Brandon was on the way over and he took off in that Jeep beforehand. Right? Melanie told him, hey, give him a heads up, hey, he's on his way over. Then he could have taken off. And the exchange still could have happened there in that little playground, because Tyler's Jeep wouldn't have been there. stopped.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto the Arizona 202 East ramp.
I'm not gonna follow you, ambulance.
Turn right onto the Arizona 202.
So we have 10 minutes to go, 5.5 miles, 10 minutes to get to 3875 East Phelps. And
Continue on Arizona 202 East for 3 miles.
so this is got to be the exact drive that Alex took, right? He would have taken the direct route. I mean, you can go back routes, but it's probably going to take you, twice as long, half an hour instead of 15 minutes, go back roads. But we know that he's searched back roads or something like that for his return trip out of here. So
In 2 miles, take exit 41 for Santon Village Parkway.
Santan Village, Santan. That's one too many N's for Lori and Alex. So he headed southeast from the house before he started heading north, and that's actually the route that I'm going to be taking out of town. I'm going to go up to the 40. I was going to go down through Tucson and Austin, and I just can't this trip. I'll be out here for sentencing, so I may do that on the way back from sentencing on the 25th. Go back and take another walk along Lady Bird Lake. Not this trip though, I need to get back. So it adds, to go through Austin adds like 4 hours and hundreds of miles to my trip. 4 or 5 hours and hundreds of miles. So it's not in the cards this time. What is this guy going so slow for? Alright, I'm gonna go around him.
In a half mile, take exit 41 for Santon Village Parkway.
Santan Village Parkway, Santan. That's how Google Maps pronounces it, Santan.
Take exit 41.
All right, we'll turn it around. You guys didn't get to see that,
Turn right onto
did you?
South Santon Village Parkway. At the light, use the middle lane to turn right onto South Santon Village Parkway.
Santan Village Parkway. You guys were looking at me, so you didn't get to see that sign.
In 800 feet, turn left onto South Greenfield Road.
Oh, there's the temple right there off to the right.
At the light, turn left onto South Greenfield Road.
Can you see that off to the right? There's an LDS temple over there. You can see the angel Moroni on top there. That must be the Gilbert Temple. I didn't know there was one. Another look at it. And just see the gold right there off to the right of that second street light.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East Fry Road.
Greenfield. Oh, we're coming in we're still 2 miles away. I jumped the gun a little bit thinking I was closer than I was. So we are 5 minutes away, 1.8 miles. What's the speed limit? 25. Holy mackerel, I'm going way too fast. Looks like a mixture of older homes off to the right and newer homes off to the left. Those are some big houses on the left. Wow. Those are 3,500, 4,000 square feet, 2 stories. And some older ranch style houses on the right. Like literally ranch. There's horse fencing out around the perimeter. But I don't see any horses. Probably too hot for them out today. Alright, Tracy, you keeping everybody up to speed for... Yes. Thank you, Trace, on the case. Thanks for staying here with me and helping everybody understand what's going on. So yeah, we're going to turn right on Cole Drive. In a quarter mile. No, 1 mile. 8 tenths of a mile. Still 25 miles an hour. Wow. And looks like a school off to the left, maybe. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it forward facing for the last of this trip just because it's kind of starting to creep me out a little bit because I'm taking the exact same route that Alex took that morning of October 2nd. And my first question is going to be, is that white van still parked there? That would be too weird if it was. But, I mean, it shows up on the aerial photographs. The very recent aerial photographs. Don't know when you look at houses in Arizona if they really are 2 stories, because a lot of times they have vaulted ceilings. They look like they're 2 stories and they're just vaulted ceilings. This doesn't look right. Is this right? Oh, we're coming in from the top. This is the swimming pool where he parked. He parked in front of this walk here. Got to do this last and going that same direction. So that's what I'm going to do. There are people swimming in the pool. Nice. You know what? I never went swimming one single time since I've been in Arizona, since the beginning of last December. I've not been swimming one single time. Oh, there's an LDS church too. See that steeple there? There's no cross on it. That's how you know it's an LDS church. Right, so I'm actually going to go back past the house where the dash cam was. Oh shit, that white van is still parked there. Sorry. Alright, here's a park here. There's where that Ring doorbell cam is right there. That's that one lady that came in and testified, so. Oh, wow. So I'm going to do a U-turn here and go back past her house, which is how that Brandon came home in his Tesla that morning. He came this way from the south end. Google Maps brought me in from the north end. That's probably why Alex went to go back that direction, because he came in that way, because that's how Google Maps brought him in. So he was headed back out the same way he went in, and he saw Brandon's Tesla and took a sharp right turn.
Take the next left onto South Fisher Lane, then turn left onto East Elm Street.
Alright, you can stop giving me directions now. Alright, so here is the Ring doorbell cam off to the right. That lady's porch. 3893. So Brandon comes around like this. You just see a little bloop of a black car on her Ring camera. And he turns left. Now that white van is pulled up further than it was before. Is that it? No, we're at 3875. So there's a white van there, but it's not in front of the same house. There's 3875. It's in front of his house. So the orange van is where the white van was that day, and this is where Alex parked the Jeep that day. Right here. Let's pretend like that's a white van instead of an orange van. Whew. What do you guys think? I'm going to back up against that white van that's parked in front of the other neighbor's house. I think that's the same white van. I just think they're parking more vehicles out on the street. And there is 3875. Alright, I gotta take a photo. Alright, there's 3875. That's a decently sized house too. So Alex was right there in front of where that orange van is now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get refocused here. Recentered, rebalanced. There we go. Alright, ready for me to turn the camera around? Hold on. Oh, like this? There we go. That's me. So 3875. Right there is that shadow where the Jeep was parked. Right there is the neighbor's house where they went to sit in the shade. Right. Almost lost me there. I got sucked into the portal. Alright. So the Jeep was parked right here. And so you can, you can't see, can you? I'm gonna show you. Every time I try and touch the camera, I screw something up. Right. Okay. I'm gonna go. I don't want to sit here too long because who knows how many people they've had stop by. But I am gonna drive off like Brandon did that day. Except he was like zooming in his Tesla, and those things can fly. Like he was down here at this intersection in a heartbeat. Check, make sure it's safe. Then he stopped. He said he stopped by the walk thing, like right here. So depends on where he parked. I'm gonna look out my passenger side window here in a second. You can kind of see down that side street. We've seen him, and then Alex went out that way. So And that's when he turned around and went back. I'm not going to turn around and go back one more time. I don't want to bother people too much. So that's it. That's the route that I wanted to go. Just so crazy. There's a van parked there. There's a white van parked there, but not in the same spot. There's an orange van parked there where the white van was parked. All right. So thank you everybody for hanging with me through this little journey, this little adventure. I hope it gave you a little better feel for all. That's funny. That's it keeps trying to disconnect me now. I'm getting sucked into the portal. So we'll see everybody later. Take care.